Are you there?
Me, I'm.
Okay, sing Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay. Then we have Pooja Siphon. That is Jadurani. Jadurani, you want to sing Hare Krishna?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm muted actually. I don't know some reason. Yes, Jadurani, sing.
Hare Krishna, Hare. Can you do 2 times?
Do 2 times.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jadurani, Janavi, go ahead and sing Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari Bol. Mataji, Tushita and Kaushi, Deepak wants to sing Hare Krishna. Please give them and then we'll start with the prayers.
Sure, Mataji. Tushita, go ahead.
It is my turn.
Ask me.
Mataji, it is my turn.
Tushita, yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very nice. Who else is left?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, it's Deepak. Can we go, please?
Deepak, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Deepak.
Hare Krishna,
Ashik?
Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Kaushiki. Thank you. Devash. Devash, you want to go?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Rama Rama.
Very nice, Devash, but your voice is breaking so much. Anyways, kids, I think let's get started with today's class.
Me.
Oh, Ryan?
No, Palvit.
Oh, Palvit, yes, Palvit, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very nice, Pavlik. Thank you. All right, kids, let's get started with today's class. We're going to start today's class with Shri Guru Pranam Mantra. It's on your screen. We're going to do that together and followed by Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. All right. So let's do this together. Om
Vandam Shri Guru Shri Guru Vandam Shri Guru Shri Patakalam Shri Guru Shri Guru Shankara Raghupitta Raghunatha Vitta Sanskrit Amina Shetam Every Radha Krishna Shri Vishaka Khan Vichar
Namo Vishnu
Padaya
Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namah. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna I cannot hear anybody.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna. I cannot hear anybody. Is it
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
All right, nice. Okay, so we're gonna do a moral story today, and you know the drill. So we'll go through this story, and at the end of the story, I'm gonna open up this forum for all of you so that we all can share our realizations with each other. All right, so pay attention to the story so that we can talk about that in the end. All right, so today's story about a jackal who changes the dress. How can a jackal change the dress, right? Well, let's see how he does that. So once upon a time, there was a jackal, and one day he was wandering and he found a sheep's, oh, sorry. Gosh, what am I doing? All right. Am I going backwards? Yes. All right. Yeah. He found a sheep's fur. So do you see the sheep's fur he found? And he realized that if sheep's fur is here, he's sure that there will be a lot of sheep around this place. And that is why he could see the fur here. So he was very, very happy and excited about that. And he started dancing in happiness. Now, he realized that he doesn't have to work hard to keep himself fed all the time, right? So it would be so easy. He can see the fur, he can use the fur, he can get mixed up with all the sheeps, and then this way he can have his food easily without putting in a lot of efforts there. So that's what he did. He put the fur on him, and then he looked at himself in the lake, and he started talking to himself that he now looks like a sheep. So he can easily mingle among all the other sheep. Now, from a distance, he saw that there was a cowherd boy who was dozing off, and in front of him, there were not too many, there were a number of sheep there. They were happily grazing. The only thing that he wanted to do at this point in time is to go and get mixed up with the rest of the sheep herd, so that he can be with them. He can stay with them and he can eat them whenever he wants. So he silently took steps and mingled with the sheep. He, lowering his neck, he pretended to graze so that he is not identified among rest of the sheep. Now in the evening, when they are done grazing, that's what the cowherd boy would do, right? He will take them back home, and then next morning they come back again. So he took them home along with all his sheep, and then after getting home, he started counting them. And he found one extra sheep in the herd, and he just couldn't believe. He kept thinking, why is he counting one extra every single time he's doing that? He just couldn't come to any conclusion. But at the same time, the jackal is thinking that, oh, when is it going to be night? When the cowherd boy is going to sleep, and after that I can eat one sheep, and then I can go to sleep with the rest of the sheep. So I can feed myself very well, and after that I'll sleep. It was a very cold night, so the cowherd boy collected some of the wood sticks, and he set a bonfire so that he can keep himself warm because it was very chilly outside. And after that, he locked all the sheep in the shed. I'm sorry, what I'm doing. Okay, yeah. So at that time, when he was trying to keep himself warm with that bonfire, some of the soldiers came there, and they told the cowherd boy that today we have not eaten anything, so you have to give us one of your sheep so that we can feed ourselves. Of course, cowherd. I always keep going back to the previous slide. Okay, the cowherd boy started thinking that if he does not give one sheep to the soldiers, they're going to beat him up, and they may probably take more than one sheep. So the only thing that he should do at this point is to give them one sheep so that he can save himself and rest of his sheep from them. So that's the advantage he could have. So he opened the door. The cowherd boy opened the door of the shed, and he told soldiers to pick the one they want. The soldiers entered the shed, and they looked everywhere. So they selected one healthy sheep, and they lifted the sheep, and they came out. So actually, the sheep that they picked was none other than the jackal. Jackal was much more healthier than the sheep. He was big. So jackal got really angry with this act that the soldiers were taking him away. He had all sorts of plans to stay there and be nicely fed. So he was very unhappy. So he kind of pushed one of the soldier, and the soldier fell down. All the soldiers were very happy with that act of that jackal, which they were thinking of to be a sheep. So what they did at the time is they were very angry, and they cut off his head. So if you can see, they just completely cut off his head, and then they took his body, and they started walking away. And they are also thinking that the sheep is so big, the sheep is so fat that they will be able to feed themselves very well. So they will have enough food for them to eat tonight. Early in the morning, the cowherd boy saw that there was a jackal's head in the shed. And he again went back to the shed and he started counting the sheep again, twice and thrice, and said, I got all my numbers correct. So he had all the sheep that he owned. He didn't lose anything, but at the same time, the jackal lost his life just because he kind of cheated the cowherd boy. So yeah, the moral of the story is, what the story says is, cheaters cannot escape. And we'll talk more about this now. So I'm going to just open up the forum for everybody. Kids, whoever wants to share your realizations from this story today, raise your hands and we'll just go one by one, okay? So Palvit, let's start with you.
You should not die each other and eat them. Mataji.
Palvit, you want to repeat again? Yeah, I could hear a lot of noise because...
You should not kill each other. You should not kill each other and eat them.
Just for a survival, yeah, that is a very valid point. Thank you, Palvit, for sharing. All right, Devash, do you want to go next?
From coward boy, one sheep. The sheep, they got the head of the sheep.
Yes.
And they cut his body.
That is right. Thank you, Devash, for sharing that. Thank you. All right, Kaushiki and Deepak, do you want to go next?
So when the you should not do anything. Don't do anything lazy, or else the outcome that will come to you is bad.
That is right. So what are we talking about here? You actually just talked about a very, very, very beautiful point. Okay, let me simplify that. So you talked about karma just now, and which reflects, right? So what he did is he's being punished. He's basically getting the outcome of his karmas. Very well said. Kaushiki, how about you?
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna. You should not be tricking other people because that's bad, and they're thinking that, oh, you're the same as the other ones, and they might just pick you to eat, and that's bad.
Exactly. Very valid point. Thank you, Kaushiki. All right. Tushita, do you want to go next?
Yes, Mataji. We should not cheat others.
That is right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Balavrinda?
I want to say that you should not trick people, and the animal was wanting to get tricked, but at the end it got killed.
That is right. Thank you, Balavrinda. Janvi?
You should not trick or fool people. Otherwise, you'll check and fool yourself.
Exactly. Very well said. Thank you, Janvi. Anybody else wants to share before we move on? All right, so let's move on. So kids, you pretty much covered all the points that I could also think of, right? You shouldn't cheat others. You should not be very selfish. Just for your own benefits. You should not be hurting others, and killing is definitely a no-no. And of course, it's all about your karmas. What you sow is what you reap, right? So it's very straightforward. All right, Mataji, is that what we're doing today? Bolo Hari Bolo?
Yes,
Yes.
All right, so kids, it's time to learn this story poem, and I'll hand over to Anjana Gopika Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Okay, everyone, we will do that. I think Subhadra wants to say, Mataji. Let Subhadra want to say. She has to raise the hand.
Subhadra, you want to share this one?
Yes,
Go ahead,
Mataji.
Shubhadra.
Yeah, Subhadra want to say Mataji and then we can.
Sure, Mataji. Go ahead, Shubhadra.
Bol Hari Bol.
Oh, okay. For Bol Hari Bol, okay. You can learn first. I thought you want to do that
Mataji,
one.
I guess everybody got it, Mataji. Bol Hari
Yeah,
Bol.
everybody has to do it themselves.
Okay,
Yeah.
you want to do one by one. Okay, one person raise the hand and then do the Bol Hari Bol. Okay. Subhadra, go ahead first. Subhadra, go ahead.
Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Mane Ande Bai Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Janame Sukh Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Manava Jama Paye Bai Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Sukita ko dukita ko Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Subhadra. Now Tushita and Balavrinda wants to go.
Mataji, can Balvinda go?
Yes, Balavrinda. Yeah, Janvi wants to go with you. Okay, go.
Bol Hari Bol.
Bol Hari
Janvi
Bol.
also
Bol Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Manera Nande Bai Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Name Sukhe Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Jana pe hai bai Bol Hari Bol. Bol 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 Hari Bol. Bol Sukhe Sukita ko Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol.
Thank you, Janvi and Subhadra. Hello, Balavrinda. Tushita, go ahead. Tushita? Yes, go ahead, Tushita.
Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Manare Ananda Bai Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Janame Sukhe Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol.
मनवे जनमे पे भाई बोल हरि बोल
Maname Janame pe Bhai Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol.
बोल हरि बोल सुखे
Sukhe tako dukhe tako Bol Hari Bol. Sukhe tako dukhe tako Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Tushita. Next is Kausik and Deepak.
Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Mane Ananta Bai Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Janame Sukha Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Manave Janana Pai Bai Bol Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Suke tako duke tako Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Ryan. Can you go ahead next?
Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Mana ana ba na Bol Hari. Mana arande. Bye Bol Hari Bol. Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Jana Jana. Janami. Janami. Shukr Tul Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Mara Jana Manavajam B. Bye Bol Hari Bol. 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 Sukha dukha chikha. Sukha chakha. Sukha chakha. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol.
Thank you so much. Now, Devars, Lala, can you go next? Your sound is not coming for you. Or are you singing, Devars Bala? Sound is not coming, Mataji. Are you listening? Laxmi Mataji?
No, I cannot hear him either. Yes. Do you want to try again? Yeah, his voice was breaking earlier also. Dev, do you want to try again?
That's fine, Mataji. Maybe he sang. Palvit, can you go next?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Mana mein andar kai. Mana mein andar kai by bol by bol. Bol Hari Bol. Mana mein andar kai. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Janam mein sukhi Bol Hari Bol. Janam mein sukhi Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Mana mein junna pe by Bol Hari Bol. Mana mein junna pe by Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Sukhi taku Bol Hari Bol. Sukhi taku Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol.
Thank you, Balvit.
Bol
Next, Dadurani, can you go next?
Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Sukhi Manira Anand Ruke Sukhi
Manira Anande Bhai.
Mani by Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Mani da
Janame Sukhi.
Jana me Sukhi. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Jana me Sukhi.
Mana Janame Bhai.
Mana me Sukhi. Hi. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol.
Sukhe tako, dukhe tako.
Suke tako, duke tako. Bol Hari Bol. Bol Hari Bol. Mataji.
You, Laxmi Mataji. I think you can do it, Mataji. Everybody got sense.
Mataji, but they need to lower their hands. This is Palvit.
What happened, Palvit?
But they need to lower their hands, but if they already have a turn.
Yeah, everybody did it right. Yeah.
But there's four people did not lower their hand.
No worries, no problem at all. I'll do that. All right, kids. Oh, now it's the time to do the vowels and consonants for Devanagari. Let's go back. Again, as we do not have too many kids, I'm just going to jump to the last slide and we're going to do this only. But yeah, there are other slides if you want to do that. All right, let's start with you, Palvit. Letter P for you.
Is Mataji. Papa, pee pee, poo poo, poo, pee, pie, poo, pow, pow, pow.
Very nice. Thank you. Tushita, letter F for you.
Papa.
Yeah. Tushita.
Papa, pee pee, poo poo, pee, pie, poo, pow, poo, pow.
Very nice. Thank you, Tushita.
Uh-huh.
All right. Devash, letter B for you.
Pa.
Letter B, Devash.
Pee pee, poo poo, pee, pie, poo, pow, pow.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you. All right. Shubhadra, letter B. Shubhadra, letter B.
Ba ba bee bee boo 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 bee bay bye bow bow bum baha.
Very nice. Thank you, Shubhadra. All right. Deepak and Kaushiki, you can do letter M and Y.
Okay, Mataji. Mama, Mimmi, Mummu, Mru, Me, My, Moo, Mau, Mama.
Very nice. Kaushiki?
Yeah, yeah, ye, you, you, ye, yo, yum, yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. It was very twisting, but you give it a good try. Well done. All right, Palvit, letter R.
Yes, I muted. Yes. No.
All right, nice. All right, kids. So today we are doing letter R. We started doing letter R last week, and there are 5 combinations that we're going to do today. So here it is on your screen. So first one is R with U matra is Ru. In English, you can write that as IU. One of the word you can make with that is ruka. Ruka is pretty much a past tense of rukna, right? So ruka. So it's you can use ruka in many ways. So somebody like stopped or somebody steady, not moving. Like if you look at this picture, the cat is just not moving steady. So you can use the word ruka for this. The next one for today is ra with u matra is ru. In English, you can write that as ROO. One of the word you can make with that is rukawat. Rukawat is nothing but the obstacle. So that's what this picture also depicts, the obstacles. And you can use, this is not just the physical obstacle. You can have, obstacle in school, with your homework, with we can have, grown-ups can have here and there. So yeah, You can use obstacle. Wherever you have obstacles, you can use the word rukavat. Next is ra with re. Ra with the re matra is re. In English, you can write that as RRU. Actually, I should have added a word, Rig Ved, basically. Rig Ved is one of the Vedas, and I could have added it here. I just couldn't think of. All right, so Rig Ved is what it is. The next one is Ra with A matra is Re, and in English, you can write that as RE. One of the word you can make with that is Wraith. Wraith is nothing but sand. So any kind of sand, you can use the word Wraith. Last one for today is Ra with A matra with Ray. In English, you can write that as RAI. Well, I couldn't think of any word for this one. Yeah, if you could, let me know. All right, so these are the 5 combinations for today, kids, and we should quickly go to the whiteboard and start writing these letters. All right, let's do this. So again, going back to our slide, it is Ru, Ru, Ri, Ri, Rai. So first one is R letter. Start writing your R letter. R is an easy letter. So what you pretty much do is you do this twist and that's it. That's your R, right? Usually you write U matra like this, right? But that's not how we're going to do this. So you see the difference between both the matras like that. That's what we do. So Ru, you're going to do like that. That's your Ru. And then other one is Ru. Write your letter R right here like that. And do you see it's slightly different from this? So you're going to make a little more. It's such a horrible letter though. Okay, why am I doing that? You can actually make a nice twisty, oh gosh. Like that, you can make, this is a beautiful R letter and you can just take it a little more forward. But yeah, so let's try this again. I don't want you to get confused about this. Different. It's Ru. The next one is Re. Usually what you would do is you will do this, right? It's your Re, but that's not how we would write Re letters. So it's you do this. I just want to make sure I'm writing it correct. Yeah. All right, so pay attention. You make these 2 letters. This is how you make the letter, right? So 2 lines, slanted lines like this, right? And then after that, you start from here, you make a tiny circle here. Gosh, I forgot already. Yeah. Yep, like this. And then you make kind of a C shape. So the Re that you were doing here, you did it here, all right? That's your Re. All right. Rewrite simple letters again. So write your letter R. This is your R right here. For Re, it's 1 matra on the top. All right. For Ray, it is 2 matras on the top. Pretty much same letter again. So this is your R, and then you can make 2 matras on the top just like that. And that's your Ray. All right. So Ru, Ru, Re, Re, and Rai. 5 letters for today. Let me know if you're ready.
Mataji, can you go to the whiteboard?
Yeah. Here.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I show?
Already. Oh gosh. All right. Let's see.
There.
Kaushik is done already, huh? All right. Yes, Kaushik.
Mataji, why this Ru is like that, Mataji? Why not the same letter is coming here?
Which one, Mataji?
The third one.
This one,
Uh,
this
because
is another way it is written.
another way. But then
Yeah,
the
so
same
read.
letter is also can written or no? The same ra and write u matra ru.
You know, it's been such a long time that I've even forgotten that you can write it like this. I do not believe so though. Because the pronunciation and the usage for ra with r matra and this is exact same,
Yeah, because
right?
this is there in what you call the top I E U right? Not a ru is there.
Exactly,
Ru.
exactly.
That ru
So
you are
that is why
listening.
you have it here. And that is why Mataji, like one of the examples I was giving, right? Like for example, Rig Ved. We do not write Rig Ved like this, right? Rig, I'll write the whole thing. We do not write Rig Ved like this. You would always see it written like that. So, oops, did a mistake. You would always see it like written like this. So, Rig, whatever, like remaining letters. So, you know, this is not in practice. I can't recall if this is not recommended, but I know just because they can be used interchangeably, I've never seen using this. I've always seen using this.
Oh, okay. But then
I
when
cannot read
we
this.
learned Mataji, I think when we learned in Hindi, right?
Hmm.
I never remember that we use the different letter in matras. But then when you're writing a word, of course, maybe we can use interchangeably these words, this
Exactly.
letter. But then when you're writing kaka, kiki, kuku, like same letter is used. It's not letter is not different letter is not used.
I totally hear you. That is why I just cannot remember what I learned 40 years ago, but I just went with
No, no,
what.
Mataji. Just I was curious because till now we learned all letters like that. Now why this letter
Yeah.
again like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just do not remember, and I didn't want to confuse anybody
No.
using the regular R letter, right? Because the slide, the information that I had has it written this.
Oh, I know what's different.
So that's why I used it. But I think it can be used interchangeably. I just didn't want to confuse kids.
No.
Mataji, got it. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Kaushi. Can I show?
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. I was looking at your screen. Right. Go ahead. All right. Yeah, pretty good. Look at your third letter. It should come slightly more down. The bottom C shape, it's not clearly visible. Well, that's the only thing you need to fix. But rest everything looks so beautiful.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, 1 second. I need to fix my third letter.
You have to fix your third. Yeah, you can fix it. Fix and let me know when you're ready.
Mataji,
Let me know anyone else is ready.
Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna
Oh,
Mataji, this is
you're
puzzle. What is the between in those two? Like,
Re.
what's between?
It
What's
is re.
I mean, what's the
difference.
what's the difference in both of these? Like
1 and 2.
like one and the first one and the second one. What's the
Right.
difference?
So let me finish Deepak first. Deepak, everything is good. Fix your third letter.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, I know it's a little confusing. Let's just go back to the slide. So do you see first one is ra with u matra. So let's take a very simple example. Ka, okay? So let's use the letter ka here for the example. This is your letter. My handwriting is so bad today. Okay, this is your ka. So another one, I'm going to write 2 kas here because we are taking the example. So this is what? What's the difference between these two? We know that, right? It is ku because ka with u matra. Small u matra, right? This is ku, ka with u matra. So big u matra, that's how we call it. So ku and ku. Similarly, this is ru and ru. Unfortunately, the way they are written is pretty similar because, as I said, I do not know why they can't write ra with u matra like that. Yeah, but this is not how I had this information. So let's just keep it the way it is. So you see that this is pretty much like a very tiny circular shape. Let's just enlarge the screen actually. I think, I can enlarge the screen. Can I not? Let's see if I can increase. Okay. All right, let's see. All right. So do you see how tiny a shape this is and how this is such a big shape? That's the difference between these two. So it is ru and this is ru. Do you see? Ruka and rukavat. Ru and ru. That's the difference. But yeah, I know this is the way it is written is slightly complicated, but I think it's only with this letter. Rest all letters should be okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Sure, no problem. Anyone else is ready?
Mataji, can I show?
Yeah. Tushita, yes, go ahead. Okay, I cannot see. It's
Mataji, it's 6:17. Mataji, I also didn't see the time.
oh yeah, yeah. Okay, let me check Tushita's and we'll close the call then.
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
Okay, looks good, Tushita. And do send Tushita, send it in the WhatsApp group as well. Let me take a look closely, okay? All right, kids, let's wrap up now. If you haven't been able to finish it, finish it. I'll send it in the WhatsApp group. Take a look, finish it, and then I will take a look once you send it to me. But let's wrap up our today's class with Sri Vaishnava Pranam Mantra. It's on your screen, and we're going to do that together real quick.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, kids. We'll see you in the next class. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Jai. Anjana Gopika Mataji ki jai. Thank you.